Welcome to this healthy recipe video. Today I'm gonna show you one of my favorite recipes. It's the recipe that's most visited on my blog. It's raw vegan Snickers bars. I discovered this recipe actually in Bali in my favorite health food store, and then when I came home I tried to recreate this recipe and it just turned out amazing. It is raw, it is vegan, it is gluten-free. It only has a couple of basic, really whole ingredients. You will love it, and I'm gonna explain you now what you need in order to make this recipe and then show you how you're gonna do it. So let's look at the ingredients you need to make this recipe. There are only a couple things you need. First of all, you need dates. I like to use natural dates because in my opinion they're just the best and juiciest, but it's really up to you. Then you will need 60 grams of natural peanut butter, then 100 grams of roasted peanuts. Make sure they're not salted. Then you will need 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 4 tablespoons of white sesame seeds. Don't use the dark sesame, use the white one, and it's really important for the taste, so don't miss that out. And then finally you need 100 grams of oat flour. If you don't have oat flour, you can just take regular rolled oats and then put them in a blender and make oat flour out of it. And last but not least, you need some really dark vegan chocolate to make the chocolate topping with it. And you actually also need a blender. Make sure it's a good blender because mixing the dates can get kind of hard on a blender, so make sure to always stop it in between every couple seconds to stir around to make it easier for the blender to actually blend the dates. Start by adding water to the dates and let them soak for 15 minutes. Drain the dates from the water and add the peanut butter. Add white sesame seeds, they're really important for the taste. And then the peanuts, make sure they're roasted and unsalted. Then add a pinch of salt, that's also important for the taste. Mix it well and put it aside. And now we're making the nougat base. Take 1/3 of the date caramel and add coconut oil and then the oat flour to the mixture, and then make a dough out of it. It should be sticky. Put saran wrap into a mold and then put the dough on a plastic wrap and make about 1/2 centimeter crust with it. The dough should stick together by itself and should form a nice crust, and then we will add the date caramel on top of it. Make sure to spread it out evenly, about 1 centimeter thick. Once you're done, put it into the freezer for about an hour and then cut them into bars. Melt the chocolate and drizzle the chocolate over the frozen or almost frozen date bars. You can also dip them sideways into the chocolate or just drizzle the chocolate onto them like I'm doing it here in the video. Put them back into the fridge for another 30 minutes. And then they are ready to be eaten. And the Snickers bars are ready. As you've seen, this is a really easy recipe. Basically, you just throw everything into the blender and then layer it on top of each other and then put it into the freezer. This is basically the only thing that takes a bit of time to let it set in the freezer before you can actually cut the bars and dip them into chocolate. Mine look absolutely amazing. I really hope you try this recipe. It's one of my favorite ones. It's so fudgy, it's just so yummy, and yeah, if you'll try it, you'll love it, I promise you. And I really hope you enjoyed this recipe video, and I'll see you definitely in the next one. So good.